Welcome back, YouTube. We hooked into something here. It took off like a catfish. Trying to catch these catfish. We got a lot of rain coming in next week again. Oh yes, a cat. Today, we only brought chicken. I just did get him in the boat and that popped. That was luck. About a 3-pound cat, I guess. That line shouldn't have popped that easy. That's a 30-pound test line. Let's see if I can get him off, get the hook out of his mouth in a minute. Like I say, that line shouldn't have popped that easy. That's a 30-pound big game line. But somebody's asked me about the reel on the last video. These are the Cast King 60 R's that I'm using. They make 40, 50, 60. I think the R's for right-handed, and I think they have an L for the left-handed version. I think they make them 70, 80, and 90 Cast Kings. But I went just with the 60 because I didn't need the big power handle on there. All I needed was just these regular handles, no bigger catfish than what I'm going to be after. And I ain't fishing for sharks, so anyhow, that's what that is. And we can see if we can catch another one. And I don't know, this line may be, it's brand new line because I just got it in about a month ago and put on here. So maybe it's not rotten. It keeps doing that. We'll have to get some new line and re-spool this thing. Running water, it takes a minute. You can't just force them in. This water runs so hard. And that was an improved clinch knot that I had on that. Well, oh, be still. Hook, so, and them clinch knots, they just don't break so easy neither. See, it had to be a bad place in the line. But we got us an eating size here. Dad blasted dogs. Always got to be some dog barking in my videos. Hey, shut up over there, dog. Anyhow, what we're using today is just regular cut up chicken. And this is cut up chicken that I is marinated in some Sonny's stink bakes blood formula. And this is the two so far that we caught fish on, is the Sonny stink bait. But that's what we fishing with today. I didn't bring no cut shad because water running so hard and them little small catfish is pecking all the shad off of there. That shad's so soft. This chicken seems to stay on the line better right now. Yeah, YouTube, we decided to come home and make this a catch and cook. I went ahead and cut these catfish up here into some nuggets and fillets. And yes, I left the back end some of it with the bones. I'm gonna fry it too. I don't believe in throwing any part of the catfish away, not even the belly. And got us some seafood mix here in the thing, House of Ultra. Got a bowl there. We getting our grease hot over here on this side. But we gotta do a little bit of cooking some catfish here, some nuggets and stuff. I don't know what else we might cook. Might cook some rice or something. Anyhow, do a little something here to finish up this video, and because we got a lot of rain on the way from what the weather report says. Anyhow, hang on, we gonna try to bring you a cooking. But today I ain't putting no egg on these fish, no nothing. I'm just doing it natural. I'm hot, I'm tired, my hands are clean, and I'm just going to put this seafood mix on there and let it cook like it will. The wifey can holler, put some egg on that fish all she wants to, but she ain't the one out here in this heat cooking it. And when she ain't in this yard, I ain't scared of her. I don't care what she says. Anyhow, I appreciate the ones y'all watches the channel and everything. Keeps up with it. Here lately, I ain't got to make a whole lot of videos and stuff, but I still keep trying. But on some of my earlier videos in the spring and early part of the summer, I was telling y'all that I was trying to get in as much videos as I could right then, because I knew when August got here, end of July and August, I knew it was going to get rough. The weather always does. They call it the dog days of summer here. Around October, things will pick back up if we don't get too awful much rain. If we don't get too much rain, rivers start getting back down, the weather start cooling off, and fish will go back to biting. The deer, the bucks will start rutting. A lot of the bucks here, it can still be hot weather in October, but a lot of the bucks here are getting that pre-rut, and it's just as good as hunting that full rut, because they up trying to find where the does are. And a lot of times that's when I take most of my bucks, is in October. A lot of other parts of the country I hear is November, but here for me it's October. One of the processing places I used to take my bucks to, he used to call me Mr. October when he'd see me coming. And anyhow, we could get these fish into frying. We'll do a little talking and all that while we getting this here done. I think we got our grease hot enough there to get her. Start dropping some down in there. But they go on the blue cats. I forgot about it, but Mr. Marsh mentioned it in the comment the other day. I forgot. I hadn't said anything about it on my channel, so I remembered it. But the blues, they got a new rule out on them this year in South Carolina. You only allowed 2 blue cats over 32 inches, and I think you can have up to 25 blues in total. But either way, they ain't got to worry about me breaking them records or them rules right now, because if I get 3 or 4 cats, I'm doing good right now with this hot weather and battling that fresh water with that going out tide. I thought I'd mention that to y'all. But sometime on them bush lines, I used to catch 4 or 5 or 3 or 4 blues and stuff. Well, most of them, half of them be flathead. But as far as I know, they hadn't got a limit on the flathead yet. But always look up the South Carolina rules and be sure and check it if you're out there fishing and you think you can catch bigger or more than, because I know at the lakes you can go over there and you can load the cooler full of catfish over there if you know where to go at. I only know 1 or 2 places over there. But anyhow, I thought I'd make a mention of that. Well, these first ones here look like they good to me. Good and golden brown. Good color and texture to them. When I say I'm catching 3 or 4 catfish over 32 inches, that was on a good night I had one night. I caught 3. I caught one flathead. He was 40 pounds, setting bush hooks with live brim on them. And I measured him, I think he was 42 inches if I remember correctly. That's been a while. But I managed to catch about 3 catfish 40 pounds, and it seems like I can't catch one over 40. But I'm trying. So I ain't set no bush lines. It's been about 10 years since I set a bush line. But I only set, when I set bush lines with live brim, I only set like 10 bush lines. So if I catch 2 or 3 nice catfish, if you catch just one catfish, 30 pounds, 25 pounds, you got a mess of meat right there. So that's why when I set bush lines with brim or something, I only set just a few lines. And I want to say, I think it was Mr. Smith out of Florida sent me a condolence card last week on my mom passing, and I just wanted to say appreciate that, Mr. Smith. And a lot of times I wonder, Mr. Smith is in Florida, and a lot of times I wonder what in all different places a lot of my subscribers are from. I know a lot be from, or some bees from Texas, some bees from Louisiana, South Carolina, North Carolina, and a lot of time those are the main ones that I know of, in Florida. I know I used to have one on here from Australia, and if you would drop a comment and let me know what state you're from that watches the channel, and I'm just curious to know and see how far the channel is out there getting around to different people. Just drop a comment if you will, and put the name of your state in there, and I'd sure appreciate it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to tell you, I was loading up the boat. I got the boat loaded, pulled up at the parking area and was strapping everything down. And there were 3 guys sitting at the picnic table over there. They there all the time. They sit up there in the evenings and sip on the cold. But 2 of them are blind, and one came here. And the 2 blind guys hooked fight. And the guy that couldn't hear, he was trying to break them up. And I was way across the parking lot, and I didn't know anything else to do. So I yelled across there and I said, "My money's on the one with the knife." And one of them turned around and ran over the guy that came here, and the other one run off the river bank out into the river. But that was a good way to break that one up. And the one that couldn't hear, he got up and looked around like, what happened? And the wifey asked me the other day if I thought Nadine was spoiled. I said, well, I don't know. I thought all kids smelled like that. She didn't ask me no more. And Mr. Royals, I didn't make no corn dodgers or flitters or hush puppies or flapjacks, because I didn't have no onions, and they just ain't the same without any onions in them. But I put together some pork and beans. Here. Got some nuggets and some bread, and them 2 fish made so much nuggets that I was invited a few people over to eat, so we could sit around and have a meal. And I forgot, when I was talking about the rules earlier, when I was reading them things, when I was reading the long version of it, at a place or 2 I seen where it said you could only keep 2 Arkansas blues over 32 inches. Well, I guess that don't apply to me, because I ain't seen no Arkansas blues here yet. I'm in South Carolina, and I ain't seen no tags on no blues that said Arkansas. So, but I don't know if I could get away with that technical difficulty or not. But technicality. But I'll get it out directly. But anyhow, this is our dinner for today. Appreciate y'all for watching and subscribing to the channel and everything. But I was trying to bring you something, so we did a little cooking and little fishing video here. And fish wasn't doing too much, so we added some cooking in with it. Hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you the next time.